It was built in the 1800s, about 7 kilometres from Tulla in East Clare, and vacant for many years. This house is owned by farmers Liam and Dolly Walsh, but it's leased by the Vincent Wildlife Trust and monitored by the National Parks and Wildlife Service. Because inside here, well over 500 mammals live. They're bats, and very special ones too. The Lesser Horseshoe Bat, the rarest we have. They fly in like swallows, hang by their feet and wrap themselves up with their wings to stay warm.
Generally they'll come here around April and they will be hanging up from the attic space, and they will emerge just after dusk during the summer months and leave to feed and forage in the surrounding countryside. You can see here underneath the exit there is a metal sheeting, and that's to stop an animal like a pine marten or a cat from climbing into the roost and disturbing or taking some of the bats.
There are about 13,000 of these bats in the country, but they are isolated, confined to small areas in 6 western counties. And because they don't fly very far, the clusters can't mix.
If a hedgerow is removed or if a tree line is cut down, that could have devastating consequences for a colony, because they may not be able to actually find their feeding area because their commuting route has been destroyed.
I think it's very important that farmers, if they have a lesser horseshoe bat, if they're privileged enough to have a lesser horseshoe bat on their land, that they can work with the Vincent Wildlife Trust and with the National Parks and Wildlife Service to help improve these habitats and extend the range of this really beautiful species.
As nighttime falls, an infrared camera shows the bats on the move. Inside the roost, sampling the light in a nearby shed, specially adapted to fly through cluttered locations and dense vegetation, the darker it gets, the further they go, and the more they do for the environment. These are the rarest of our 9 species of bats. Pine martens, cats and other predators do cause them problems, but the biggest threat by far is from us. Through agricultural intensification, urbanisation, fragmentation of their habitats and the loss of their roosts. The new Species Action Plan aims to address all of that. George Lee, RTE News in Tulla, County Clare.